Well, happy Tuesday, everybody.
Yay.
Hey, it's Tuesday, not Monday. Like there's a difference anymore.
Yeah, this week
Tuesday
there is
just-
no difference for me.
No.
Tuesday is just an ugly redheaded stepchild on Monday.
Well then.
Put down the glass.
No!
Ah, jeez. All right. Well, thank you. I'm not saying anything. You are. Why are you being so defensive? Thank you, everybody, for joining us this evening. Apparently, I kicked Kevin's funny bone there.
Just went through my mind is like, that's how we're starting to stream?
Yeah, anyone watching is like, are they having problems? Is there... Do we need to...
I need an intervention banner behind my screen.
Should we leave?
I don't think they
No,
should
don't
be
leave.
live right now. Do they know they're on the air?
Stay, invite your friends, people.
Alright. So, we will be getting right into our weekly session of the Darkening of Mirkwood with a quick recap. And I say quick, but I just listened to our Curse of Strahd podcast, and I have the longest recaps I have ever heard anyone give.
I've gotten better, especially during my Monday games, of just boom, 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 boom.
I need like bulleted lists of like, this is where we were, this is what happened, this is where we are. But I basically have gone over, this is where we started, this is what people felt, this was the conversation that went back and forth. They went back to think about it, they had some tea, took a nap, came back, fought some bitches, and now we're here.
A nap sounds lovely.
It's not just
See, DM, here's the thing. At least no one can say people have no idea what's going on.
You know,
Like, I missed last episode. What the fuck?
I hoped that is the case. But so we'll try.
Okay.
We'll try a quick
I have no idea what's going
recap. Quick recap, 60 seconds or less. Go. So last week, the Fellowship journeyed from Tyrant's Hill all the way to the fens of Dol Guldur. You son of a bitch. All the way to the fens of Dol Guldur. Where they discovered a decent-sized orc garrison at while determining a way to get into Dol Guldur, the garrison mostly emptied, but through the quick eyes of the High Elf Anelia and the... You son of a bitch! Just looked at the time. They found a secret way to bypass Fenbridge and investigated and infiltrated the now abandoned old fortress. Upon investigation, they found a murdered orc and then a murdered human who appeared to be from Lake Town. I'm not looking at you. Who had detailed reports on garrison forces in the Anduins, the Elven King's Halls, I have no idea what that says, and even Lake Down and Dale. So this alludes to some treachery afoot, and now they are returning. That is where we left off. That is where we're going to begin tonight. Time! You fucker!
But here,
You know, if you would have taken...
They yelled at me, so that was at least those 3 seconds.
I was gonna say, if you wouldn't have stopped to yell about the timer, you probably would have made it.
I could not resist.
This is the new game now. Gotta keep Brian up to speed.
I'm the official timekeeper.
Yes.
Alright.
Oh my god.
So, you guys
Wait,
have...
My elf ghosty friend.
Yes, what about him?
I met a friend.
You
Oh,
met
yeah.
a ghost. You met a ghost.
I met a ghost named Guldur. I'm pretty sure that's important. I just don't know how yet.
If I drink enough of this, I'll meet some ghosts.
Oh god,
Well,
don't please.
I thought you drank that to forget ghosts.
Oh.
No, sometimes they come back to haunt me.
Jeez. Anyways.
So, you guys have wrapped up your investigation of the old fortress and feel the need to get as far away from this place as possible. You've made your way back out of the fortress and back into the fens and the swamplands for the most part surrounding the fortress. What would you like to do?
GTFO.
Well,
I would
before...
like to propose the group like we need to start heading towards Mirkwood. Let them know.
Excuse me. We are in the middle of Mirkwood already.
Head towards the King's Halls.
Yes, we shall. However, I was going to bring up a point to our about our group's safety going forward. You see, I don't know if we want another run-in with Mogdred, and we are presented with a unique opportunity of going any other fucking way out of this forest other than north.
You know, like Lindsay, I gotta keep like a tally of how many times I heard Matt swear, because I think that's number 2.
Oh.
I've heard Matt
You can go this way, you can go this way.
Well, at least use the F-bomb, because I never hear Matt use the F-bomb.
Gonna point.
You could even go this way.
Racket's gonna say we should go that way and just point north without realizing that he's pointing north.
And then Callan here's gonna just step beside him, like eyeline it, and just like move his finger like 90 degrees.
Oh, okay, yeah, that works.
That was good.
You said Weast.
Oh god, this is the kind of session we're having tonight.
Yeah, so I suggest that we make our way west, like many of my ancestors do. Well, maybe your ancestors, Analia. And we just follow the river north outside the forest. That way, we don't meet that man who we're gonna what? Show the singular orc finger we have and be like, yep, we killed some orcs.
And we could fish instead of hunt wolves.
We could do that. We could do all that too.
And
Fine, let's just make haste.
We
Let's
could
just move, people.
we could also move through the woodman settlements. And were they one of the ones that had some treachery afoot? Was it woodmen? Because there were 3. There were woodmen. Well, I don't know if there were woodmen. There were the Elven King's Halls, Lake Town.
Yes.
All that
And
stuff way up there. We're way down here.
yeah, pretty much north of us. I mean, I suppose that's not a bad idea. It would be potentially safer, and if we don't feel capable of facing Mogdred, we could do that instead. My phone thought I said Google, not Mogdred. Hold on. That's weird.
No, that's
Callan-
Mogdred using the Palantir.
Oh God! Shoot, what was I gonna say? Vali or Colin here, are you familiar with that area by the river? Oh,
I'm more familiar with northern Mirkwood.
Well, we would be leaving Mirkwood.
Then...
And we would
no.
take the safer road of the river, the Anduin.
I do like that idea. So let's.
Yep. Heading immediately west would take you guys into the East Nether Vales as a region. For those of you that might have certain regions they know better than others.
that was primarily my question, just narratively asking.
Well, I have no skills such as that. I'm more of a people person.
Well, I suppose the sooner we get out of this area too, perhaps the sooner we might be reacquainted with Radagast and give him the updates we have. So I am not opposed, however, I am a little concerned what may occur the longer or the more we delay in meeting back with Mogdred, because he does not seem the type of man to be patient.
I can come
I'd rather
up
not
with
pick
a.
up a fight with that man.
I was just gonna say I can come up with a convincing lie in the amount of time to explain the delay. There are orcs down here. They barred our path. We had to find another way of egress.
Okay, let's do less of the big fighting and a little bit more of the little fighting. So let's just head our way towards the river and rely on the mountain man's settlements.
All right.
Let's just go do a thing. Let's go walk.
Lead the way, Vali. And when I say lead the way, I actually mean lead us that way, I think. I think that's west.
Okay, so I'm gonna use I guess I'll use my skills to get us out of here.
Alright, go ahead and give me a survival check.
Before I roll, does anybody want to help?
Just
making sure.
Yeah,
Just making sure based
I'm
off
good.
lags.
Mine's a 6.
Based off last session, like everyone saying at the end, it's like, oh, I'll help. It's like, shit.
I know how to find shelter in bad weather. That's about it. And hunt.
My survival is 1.
Although my survival is 6, so I guess I would
Mine
be
is
decent.
6.
Go for
I
it.
just want to make
you
sure
offered to
before
help.
anybody said anything. That's all.
Look, okay, so just if another person helps, it just gives advantage on the roll. I don't take 2 rolls. So
Right.
essentially,
Yeah.
when it comes down to it, it's just like whatever it makes sense player-wise or character-wise, who would actually be helping for that.
Yeah, I was making an argument why Callan here would not be helping.
Right. Right. Alright, so 19 for your survival check. Alright. So, you navigate your way back out through the fens and back into the tree lines surrounding the swamplands of Dol Guldur. And you get to a relatively safe spot, and you takes a few minutes to get your bearings, where it's difficult to tell which direction is what in a thick tree canopy. But you do eventually gauge that direction must be west. So you lead your group heading in a westernly manner, perhaps the quickest.
Sorry. I was not able to get to the mute button fast enough.
Bless you.
It sounded like a whip cracked.
I'm sorry.
I'll say that was loud for you. It's like I barely heard that.
I barely
I'm
heard it too.
sorry.
Bless you, regardless.
I'm sorry. I couldn't get to the mute button.
You start heading in the direction that you believe to get your party as quickly out of southern Mirkwood as possible. So the next, let's see. Take you a day or two heading for the tree line, heading straight west. So over the
Okay, can we do any like minor hunting at all just to save some rations?
That's
Oh
up to
my
you
god,
guys.
how many do we have left?
It's up to you guys.
3.
I can't speak for you guys.
This is technically a longer route that you will be taking.
Right, so I figured do we
Overall.
want to do some hunting to save some rations, or we just want to bite the bullet and keep going?
I'd be happy to hunt once I know that there's going to be more animals around. If
Yeah,
the
so
3
good
days
fish.
of rations could get us out of the woods, that'd be great. But if absolutely not, then I can assist with
Well-
something.
Well, he said a day or 2, so if everyone has at least 2 rations, we'll be okay.
I do have 3 days of rations before I shall starve.
I think we all have 3 because we all started with the same amount, right?
Yeah, at least. I don't know if anyone just got hungry on the trip.
All right, well then let's just book it, and then once we head
Okay.
out, like Arakran said, we can fish and otherwise.
Alright, DM, we doing 1 or 2 rations?
So overall, in theory, it'll be 2, but we're not there yet.
Okay, so we'll just
you
go.
guys-
Let's just go ahead and mark 2.
You guys start heading west in the first day. You keep to the trees and are mostly uninterrupted, taking brief rests, and then eventually continue on to the next day. Who is scout or lookout?
I believe that's Arachrin, and
Yeah. Yes.
Go ahead and give me perception checks for the lookouts.
I'm pretty sure I'm only a
Oh.
hunter.
Ooh, ooh. And I'm not on the right name.
Yeah, say I'm like a combo hunter guide.
Oh, I'm not on the right name either, but that is a 9.
Jake, why
Well,
did
you're-
you not get a 6? Why?
Whatever's happening, I don't see it.
6,
Same.
6, 9.
No, I get it now.
There we
Nice.
go.
So you guys, why did that? Oh, there it is. Okay. You guys continue westward in the early morning, and you cross a couple of creeks and rivers. As just you can kind of hear you are getting closer to the edge of the forest. Though it's distant, you hear the sounds of more wildlife coming back. Whereas in southern Mirkwood, for the most part, it's been eerily silent. Usually wolf howls randomly throughout nights, but for the most part, it's just an abnormal silence. But as you continue moving west, you start hearing birds in the distance and other forms of wildlife. And as you pick up on this and begin getting that feeling of, okay, we're almost out of here. We're almost out of this godforsaken forest. Arachrin, does a 21 hit?
Oh yeah,
Aw.
that definitely hits.
Alright.
Ooh.
I need a constitution saving throw, and you take 7 piercing damage.
Damn.
Ooh, okay. There we go.
Alright.
Nice.
Okay. So as you guys are moving through the forest, the 2 lookouts, Arachrin, an piercing pain hits you in the shoulder as it breaks through a weak point in your armor. Callan here, you see him take this arrow, and at the same time, one right in front of you hits the ground. As you
Oh.
Like I think they asked me like 21 to hit. Like, no, yes. That's it.
Yeah, the one
Hits-
aimed at
hits pretty
Callan.
well.
The one aimed at Callan here was a 6.
I like you're like weakness in my armor. I'm just wearing a leather corselet, man. There's nothing else around.
Nothing else underneath that leather corselet.
Yep.
I want to say that my dumbass just got knocked over by the arrow since we weren't paying attention. Just poof, and then your calendar was like, oh shit.
We were like in the middle of a conversation, and that's why we didn't see it coming. And I'm just like, oh.
Right.
Guys, we're under attack.
You say that from the ground.
Sticks
Clap
arrow
your shoulder,
falls down.
guys.
Pull it out, pull it out. I can't reach it. It's in that one spot. Pull it out, pull it out.
I don't know
Hang
where
on.
I'm supposed to be.
You're
Hey, I'll
on,
get
you're all
another
on this
arrow.
side of the river, so
Oh.
it's whatever your marching order was, which was probably actually fanned out for the most part, but
Which character?
I'll probably just assume I'm behind the Wonder Twins.
There we go.
Oh,
Yeah, we'd be there. I was just getting myself out.
yeah.
Be there. Put my butt. Put my butt prone. Where's the prone button?
Prone button is whatever you want it to be.
Here, we're gonna do this one with arrows because I got hit with an arrow.
alright. So I need you all to roll initiative as you have been ambushed by a scouting party.
Hey, look at that. That's not terrible.
I need another monitor down here.
Yeah, I bet.
After working so long with 2 monitors, I can't imagine ever going back to 1 monitor for an extended period of time.
When I go to work on a client site and work on like my work, that's how I'm like, this one monitor shit sucks.
All right. Now that that's all. Oh wow, that's some interesting initiatives. All right, so that was their.
They all rolled. Oh, one more rolled better than me, but everybody like all rolled.
That was their surprise round. So at the top of the round, we have volley. As you are moving and you see one of your companions take an arrow and just fall flat on his back.
I'm just gonna go. And I'm just gonna return the favor. I'm gonna move up next to Arachne here. I'm gonna pull out my bow and I'm gonna attack. Is that just like a goblin or something? This guy?
A ward. That's a ward.
A ward?
The wolf.
Oh,
It's
okay.
a wolf?
Baby ward.
Okay, well, regardless, I'm going to attack him with my bow.
All right, go ahead and roll attack. As you run over to Arachne and string your bow. 14 will hit.
Arachne's like, yes, help! Oh, he's shooting his bow. So.
Sorry? And I'll attack again.
All right, go ahead and roll again.
Actually, instead of attacking him, I'm gonna attack the orc next to him.
Okay.
Again, I'm assuming that's an orc.
Go ahead and roll. 10
Okay,
will
so
miss.
wait, hold on. So are we in wilderness?
Yes.
Oh, it's your first attack.
Yeah, he gets advantage.
Yeah, my first round of attack in combat gets advantage.
First round, not the first attack in general.
First round.
All right, natural
Yes.
20, that'll hit.
Nice.
Oh,
7.
Call.
Wait, we hit
That, I was like,
40.
wait. I was like, wait, where are we? Okay, and with that, that will end my turn.
All right, Callan here.
Callan here doesn't exactly know what Callan here wants to do. Callan here is just gonna step around Arachne and be like, good catch there, buddy. And is just going to, yeah, we're just gonna. Okay, first off, I gotta take some other measurements here. Okay, I'm good. Yeah, we're just gonna step around, and we're just gonna step back here in the corner, drawing my short bow, and using my bonus action, I'm going to give Anelia the help action, and I'm going to say, I'm gonna just look and we'll be like, the wolf over there. It's blinded in one eye. Attack from the left side. And so that's my bonus action, and I'm gonna hold an attack action for when there's an enemy in melee range with one of my allies.
All right, Anelia.
Do you mean it's left side, like me facing it, or it facing me?
Technical Nayla is technical.
Our last party was like super cool and badass and smart. This party's like just the jackasses, so
Just-
middle there.
Just the left side. You'll know.
Its left eye is blinded.
Yeah, attack from the left. Your left.
Okay.
You'll know it when you see it.
You'll know it when you see the blind eye.
I'm legally blind.
Okay, so my left would be right here, which is 30 feet. Yeah.
Okay.
No.
You know, you don't. So, you don't actually have to be on the left side.
Yeah, I'm on the. Yeah. Okay. So.
That's
Alright.
That triggers my held action.
Yes.
Talon here cannot get a coordination of this group at all.
I'm just making sure.
Callan here just has a
Alright,
moment where he's
Callan
like,
here.
oh god, we're all going to die someday, aren't we?
Callan here, that triggers your held action. Go ahead.
Blah. 20 to hit.
You attacking the wolf?
Yeah,
A 20 will hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
blah. But
Wow.
wait, that's not all.
But wait, there's more.
What the fuck?
Oh my gosh, that's like max damage for me.
I was saying, why did I
That's-
bother
that's-
shooting him?
1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4 points off max damage.
I
Wow.
poked that bitch in the eye compared to what you did. You just shot an arrow right through his fucking body.
Range rogue DPS.
Good distraction, Anelia. Thank you.
Anelia.
So Anelia's like, alright, I'll attack, and she's gonna run up, and the moment she's about to swing, she sees the wolf go down, and she's like, okay, and in mid-momentum, she's just gonna swing and attack the goblin right next to her instead.
Okay.
Uh, uno, dos, tres.
I miss having two weapons sometimes.
9 will miss. The 16 and the 15 will hit.
Yay!
Are you missing Arabane?
So 13. Huh, what?
As you take your scimitars and then the last 2 attacks, you're able to just slice right across the throat and relieve him of his life.
That's my turn.
Damn.
Alright, this brings us to this goblin, who is going to, once I bring up his sheet, because I've got too many. Yep. He is going to move up right to Arachrin and make an attack. Huh?
I'm going to. Can I use my reaction for distraction?
Do you have an ability that gives you a distraction out for a reaction?
Yep. Distraction. I could spend
Literally.
a gift die. I could spend a gift die. So after you make the roll, but before you say it succeeds or fails, I can subtract.
Oh.
I can subtract the die roll that I make from their attack roll.
Okay. Yeah.
Pretty
So,
sure I
alright.
only used that once as Thea.
Well, I'm on the ground, so I would like to use one, and I will subtract a d8 with 5 from the roll.
Yeah, that'll miss.
I just want to be like, I'm gonna kill you, you bloody mother.
That will. Yep. Okay. Yep. That'll end his turn. Arachrin.
Woo, that was lucky. Alright, I'm gonna stand up and whack this. Whack the goblin.
All right.
And shield out. There we go. Ooh, ooh. Here we go. Cancel. And normal. Nope, I do not get to whack the cup.
No, you don't. 9 will miss.
9.
I am going to tell Vale, come on, let's get these bastards and give him a gift die. So for the next 10 minutes, he can add a d8 to an ability attack, an attack roll, or a saving throw.
Appreciate you.
That brings us to the Uruk.
Oh.
Wait, that's not an orc, that's an Uruk.
That's an
Yeah, I
Uruk.
was gonna say that's what I just said like, oh shit.
Yes. All right. So he is going to.
You gotta go all the way for the guy in the corner.
No, he's going to move over to Anelia
Hi.
and pull out his own scimitar.
Oh shit.
and make an attack with a 21.
That so hits.
You take 9 slashing.
That kind of hurts.
Ooh, that's not so Raven.
I'm sorry, I had to prevent myself. I'm gonna use it on you, but I needed to not take a critical hit.
As he comes up with his jagged black iron scimitar and makes a slash at you, he takes a few steps back. And that will bring us to the top of the round. But before Volley takes his turn,
Uh-oh.
Oh shit.
So you can use the die after your roll, but before Brian tells you if it passed or not.
Okay, so it's only for my attack, not damage.
Attack?
No, this is the inspiration die.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
No, the Warden Gift, it says can roll it and add the number to one ability check, attack roll, or saving throw it attempts.
Yeah.
Okay.
So no damage, but you can attack, but if...
Yeah,
Yeah. This
that
is not
helps.
the Songs of Slaying one. Yeah.
no.
Okay.
I didn't go that route.
Arachrin, 19.
That'll hit.
Volley, 22.
Ow.
You both take 9 piercing damage, and I need Constitution saves.
Oh, gee.
Oh, nope, that didn't work out.
The heck did we get ambushed by?
Arachrin, you are poisoned as you feel dagger puncture through your cloak and the leather on your back, and you feel a burning sensation start to spread throughout your veins.
Gross.
You are poisoned. Volley, you are fine.
I was looking at him. Oh, hello, lad.
Volley, it is your turn.
Okay, I'm assuming these guys are enemies of Shadow? Or foe
Yes.
of the enemy? Okay, so I'm Hunter of Shadow. So all my attacks inflict +2 damage.
That's what I was. I like Wanderer, Shadow, Hunter.
Okay, that would have been good to know on your last turn.
Yeah, oops. I honestly forgot to know. For some
Alright.
reason, I thought it was only with a sword, but I'm still getting used to it.
You're learning.
That's because last
Yeah.
time I had it all auto count because we were pretty much only fighting Servants of Shadow the whole time.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's been a mix of us so far. Okay, so I'm gonna put away my bow, draw my sword, and I'm gonna attack the goblin that attacked me with the dagger first.
Okay.
One thing I can suggest is make it a separate attack that has the auto damage auto calculated and just use that, and then have one for non-shadow.
You turn around after feeling the dagger sneak through your armor. You turn around and you see this hooded, cloaked goblin right behind you. You bring up your broadsword. A 20 will hit. Go ahead and roll damage. 8. Yep, you will take that 8.
+2.
Yep, see?
Yeah, +2, so 10. Sorry,
10.
I'm still getting used to it, guys.
Yep.
No, you're
alright,
good.
he will
I had
take-
to do the same thing with Nayla.
He will take the 10.
Okay, and then I'm going to... I'll attack the same guy again.
You okay?
And then don't tell me this hits or not, because I'm going to use... How long is that D8 good for?
60
10
minutes.
minutes.
Okay, so it's good for a little bit. Yeah, don't tell me this hits or not, because I want to debate if I'm going to use it. Yeah, we're going to use it.
A D8.
Ooh.
Aww.
That's
Uh,
a natural 1 right there.
An 8 will miss as you bring up your second attack and come down, and it just he sidesteps it and it just sticks into the mud.
Okay. That's it for Valley.
All right, Callan here.
Callan here is going to just look over at the mess that is Valley and Arachrin right now. He's going to say, I want
Mess.
none of that.
You're
And-
a mess.
He's going to come over here, right behind Anelia, and as he does, he's going to use his action to shoot an arrow at the Uruk right in front of her.
Alright, go ahead and roll attack.
I really should do a better job of that. 25!
25 will hit.
That
Did you-
is
Sneak the arrow right past Anelia.
17 points of damage.
Alright.
And then I'm going to, so I run up and I sneak the arrow past Anelia. And, it clips him where his shoulder meets, his torso. And I just tell Anelia, there's your opening, take it. And, I use my bonus action to help her in her next attack against this guy.
Alright, Anelia.
She's gonna make the comment of something along the lines of, "Oh, I've never had people tell me what to do while fighting before," and then she'll just go ahead and do what he says and attack into that spot.
Alright, go ahead and roll with advantage.
Oh, okay. Oh, you know what? I didn't do advantage with that first attack with the help. Oops.
Oh, no, it doesn't matter, because it was for the wolf, and I killed the wolf immediately.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Is it just my first attack that's with advantage, not
Yeah.
all three?
Yeah, it's just the
Okay.
first one, I'd say.
No.
Damn.
Apparently my non-dominant hand is way better.
The
You're
18 just barely hits, but he's going to use his reaction to parry.
Aw. Okay.
The other two hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
10 and 6. 16 total.
We make a pretty good team, now.
Can't say that.
I think
I was
so
gonna say,
too,
radiant
Helen.
damage, that son of a bitch better be dead.
Yes.
Then I'm gonna say, I think so too, Kellen here. And as she says that, she'll turn, and then she's going to, she's then going to dash right over here and prepare to help.
What up?
Sup?
That brings us to the forest goblin, who is going to raise his knife and continue attacking Arachrin with a 14.
Not hit.
Does not hit.
Does not hit.
Okay. And then he will look over and see the Urk has died and attempt to make an escape. So that will trigger lots of attacks of opportunity of those who want to take it.
Hell yeah!
I will pass.
Okay.
Yes!
Alright. Go ahead and roll.
Okay, wait, was that?
Is that just my main hand then?
Yeah.
Is that just my main hand?
Yes.
Or is it?
Yes.
Okay. The Discord is lagging for me, so I'm not getting.
Yeah, Discord does
Answers
appear
right
to be
away.
just a
Oh,
little
balls.
laggy today.
Alright, the 8 will miss.
Yeah, there's a lot of.
The
Okay.
21 will hit from volley. So go ahead and roll damage. 7. Yeah, that's enough to cut him down in his back as he turns to flee.
Bitch. That's
Arachrin.
+2 too, also. So that's 9. Haha.
Okie dokie. I guess I'll whack that one next to me
Alright.
with a 15.
Standby. 15. God, where does character trait go? You have disadvantage. You're poisoned.
Oof. One more time. That's the weaker of the two still.
15 will still hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
9.
9.
Yep.
6.
Alright.
And then this one, I'll use my reaction to Guardian. And so, if it doesn't attack me, if it attacks anyone but me, this bottom one, it'll have disadvantage on its attack roll.
Damn.
And then, I'll use my other gift die on Volley again. I'll say, oh, let's get him before I start spitting up foamy poison foam out of my mouth.
You got it.
And that's it.
Brings us to the two Snagas, which will continue attacking their sparring partners. Oh, jeez.
Oh boy, that's a bad sign.
16 volley. Or not volley, sorry.
Miss.
Arakron.
That meets, so that will beat.
Oh.
That's 9 God damn, their damage is on point. 9 piercing.
On point? Because I'm using daggers?
Volley,
Haha!
volley, it's a natural 20.
Even with disadvantage?
Yep.
With disadvantage?
Yeah, I used my reaction to Guardian and put disadvantage on that bottom goblin.
Can you use a reaction on your turn?
Well,
I
I
mean-
would use it now, but I was just doing it so I wouldn't have to interrupt you.
Okay, that's, I guess, I would wait anyway because it's a reaction. You're reacting to something.
Okay, well, I react and impose disadvantage on that one by
Okay.
shielding Volley.
That would be a 7, which will miss.
Arakron, thank.
I am blocking all the crits tonight. Blocked a crit against myself and then just blocked another crit.
Volley.
Okay, don't tell me if this hits or not. I'll use that D8 if necessary.
You already used it.
No, you got another one.
But
You
I
then
got
got
one.
another one.
Jesus. Okay.
I have a lot.
Running all of our resources.
So yeah. So
Well, I'm hoping
gonna
we short
use
rest when I
the-
get it again.
What was that? Everyone's talking over each other.
Sorry, I'm gonna use that D8.
Okay.
And it's a better.
That'll hit.
And then +2 for foe the enemy.
That's enough to kill him.
Sweet. And I'm gonna take my second attack towards this ugly-looking mother up there.
Alright.
Another swing.
19 will hit.
And then another +2 for foe the enemy.
Alright, he's still up.
Okay. With that, yeah, that's it for Valley.
Talon here.
Callan here is gonna go for a little stroll. He's just all over the map. But he's gonna come up here. And he's just gonna shoot that other tracker. Or try to.
Alright, go ahead and roll attack.
18 to hit.
18 will hit.
For 9 piercing. My damage is crazy.
That's
And
enough to kill him.
7 sneak.
Wow.
Rogues, man.
So I took Rogue with the Wanderer because you just get that extra sneak attack.
Callan here just gives a little stretch and says, well, that was a fun little jaunty exercise, don't you all think?
I go, yeah, sure. I'm gonna walk over to Uruk and remembering with Mogdred just in case we run into him again, I'm gonna cut off a finger of his.
Initiative's not over yet.
Yes, it is.
Oh, it's not. Oh,
Oh.
shit.
I mean,
Well,
Yes, it
Brian
is.
didn't announce
Yeah.
it yet.
Well, I said
That, okay, that's fair. That's fair. Okay, so assuming
Yeah.
initiative's over, combat's over, I'm gonna go cut off a finger of this Uruk here. Actually, I'm gonna cut off 2 fingers.
Why not all their fingers?
He might get a little too suspicious, so we're just gonna say 2.
But we have 5 goblins. 5 bodies. You can pull fingers off.
Then we'll pull him off the goblins. I thought you specifically requested orc.
But Uruk isn't even an orc.
You're not an orc.
I mean, technically, aren't they all orcs? Just different families of orc?
If-
Volley,
Yeah.
as you go over to do that, go give me a Shadow Lord check.
Oh lordy.
Rakron's not doing too hot, poisoned, and beaten.
Oh, nice
my.
natural 20.
Volley, you go over to cut off the finger of this Uruk, and you are looking over the body, and something triggers a thought. This is a black Uruk. It's not native to these lands. Specifically, a black Uruk is a Mordor orc.
Can I, while he's cutting off the fingers, start checking all of the pockets and especially the belongings of the Uruk to see if there are any, like, missives or mission plans or letters or something?
Sure, give me an investigation check.
I will help, as I am skilled in investigating.
I'm gonna go wash off my wounds in the river.
I take that back. I am not skilled in investigating. I will not help.
Oh, okay.
I thought I was, but I'm not. I'm a big dum-dum.
Okay,
LOL, JK.
so I get it to 12 then.
12. Other than what looks to be some sort of, like, canteen skins, weapons, you don't find any sort of missives or communications.
We take a short rest, guys. I'm not doing. Hang on, let me get some. We're not doing so good here.
I suppose we can, but I'm a little concerned if there are others that were nearby this party that might come this way too.
I would go, guys. We got the problem here.
Yes, we should escape the forest before we rest, and then we can rest up. I'm sure you'll be fine, Arachrin, if you just walk it off.
Do you
But
need some help?
These forces seem like they're from Mordor.
Yeah, water everywhere now.
More, Valley. Mordor is very far away. You
Are
know
you
that,
questioning
right?
me, Elf?
No, I am merely pointing out that it is a curiosity. I would never question your knowledge or skills at hunting orc.
I've only seen this kind of armor and body from Mordor. They came here serious.
So have you been down to Mordor?
No, but
Have you walked
Okay.
in there? Because no one walks into Mordor.
One simply doesn't look.
I'm just laughing. I low key love that.
We need a movie quote ticker.
Yeah, we kind of do.
We've done it quite a few times.
Do
No.
we get inspiration for naturally working in a movie quote?
I still have inspiration from 2 sessions ago that I banked.
No, I will take that down as
You
a
know, easily I
recommendation.
could work in second breakfast.
Like you can't just make it.
Second, but
You can't just make it blatant. You can't just throw
Yeah,
random
no, you
movie
can't. You
quotes.
can't force it in. Shut up.
Oh no, trust me, I can.
Oh, okay,
I know.
we are so off the rails now.
Just a little bit. So,
I wasn't driving the train.
that is interesting news, Valley. You don't need to answer my question about Mordor. I doubt you've been down there, because if you did, you'd be dead. I'll trust your knowledge.
No,
and...
I can't say I have been down there, but I dealt with a fair share of forces that have come from there.
Well, this would be all the more reason to move quickly to try to meet with Radagast and give him all the more updates we keep collecting as we travel.
You can't find
Yes.
Radagast. Radagast find you with some
If we need,
oddly threatening squirrels.
if we really need to take 30 minutes to regroup or so, I say we take it. But if not, we have to press on.
True, I guess we could take a short rest. It's only,
Okay.
It's not that long. I won't gain any benefit from it, but I'll be here.
Why don't you keep watch then?
Okay.
Do it!
Tell you what, me and Callan here will keep watch.
No. Vali, you're looking a little winded yourself. I'm sure Anelia and I can handle it. Wait, Anelia, you're hurt too, aren't you?
You just see this kind of gash on her shoulder.
Fine, it's fine, everything's fine.
I'm pretty sure-
I will be lookout for the entire short rest. I do not need to rest.
Alright.
Alright.
Just some quick bandaging and then we can be back on our way.
Yay! So,
Alright,
alright.
so, yeah, you guys take
Well, hang
some
on.
time to rest up. Go ahead and
Yeah.
roll hit dice, regain your abilities.
Well,
Sounds like Arachrin's got some narrative he wants to get into.
Yeah. Well, he's gonna tell tales of how as a kid he used to protect people from bullies a lot.
Campfires!
So everyone gets an additional d6 per hit die spent.
Yay!
CAMPFI.
S-O-N-G
song.
song. Sliver! Good.
Well, that works. I only needed to spend really
Yeah,
one hit
6,
die
9,
then.
nice.
I'm gonna start doing anti-inspiration.
Anti-inspiration. If you get a good roll, you have to re-roll it.
Okay.
Does the poison wear off?
Let me just check real quick, just so. Where is that? Where is that? Where is it?
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it wears off.
I rolled a 5. I
Milo's
rolled
been a quick
secret.
hit.
What?
What?
I was like, can I roll a hit dice to heal myself?
And you get an extra d6.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can roll as many hit die as you have, if you want.
And then you
Kevin,
get a d6.
I'm good.
your
Oh.
rolls tonight
That right-
have been fire.
That right there, I don't need it.
Oh, I forgot to add my con, which means I'm at full health. Yay!
Did you click the hit die button? Oh no. You clicked
It's
the-
because I have my scholar hit die as the primary instead of my warrior. I specifically used my warrior hit die for the D10.
What's up with all of our scholars multi-classing? It's because scholar has no combat effectiveness
really.
whatsoever.
If it weren't for that, I would have gone full scholar, but I was like, I want to fight. But it's also the character too, anyway.
Mm-hmm.
The scholar is more of the added personality to this character.
So, after you guys rest up, gather yourselves and you start heading back out west. And over the next day, you do make your way out of the forest and into open field, open lands, no trees above your head, and sunlight hitting your skin for the first time in 10-15 days.
Huh. So how many rations officially to take off?
2.
Okay.
I was. Go ahead.
I was going to say, you know what we should do? We should go visit Lorien. I believe that would be a grand old time.
For-
Maybe after?
What for?
For fun. There's so much of the world to see.
But we do need to move quickly with what we know and what we're supposed to report.
Ah, I guess you're right. Duty this and honor that.
Although, does Anelia know that Galadriel is part of the White Council?
Yeah, she would know.
Okay.
At least she was. White Council's not
Or was,
currently.
yeah, but yeah. Although, if we do, we could potentially inform Lady Galadriel of this too, and having been of the White Council, perhaps... Or maybe Radagast is there too, meeting with her.
Yeah, maybe backup might be a good idea. Who
Yeah,
knows
wouldn't
if we'd
it?
even be maybe who knows even if we'd be welcome there.
Oh, trust me, we'll be welcome there. You've got 2 elves in the party. What could possibly go wrong?
I agree. I think with at least Callan here and I, it should not be a problem. None of us are also dwarves either.
That's fair. Alright. To Lorien, get back up. Sounds like...
Meanwhile, Brian's grabbing the Lorien book.
That's actually not what I'm doing.
Meanwhile,
there's
at
also
Brian's
no
Hall of Justice.
Lorien book, so I don't know what you're
Whatever.
talking about.
The region book that.
No, that's actually behind me. I'm looking for something else, but I think this. Oh, there's it. There it is.
He's looking for a sign that says "My players hate me."
I mean, that's news.
But
Totally want
like,
us.
also, Lorien isn't that far away as some of the woodman villages. We could see about restocking on supplies.
I was just going to say the same thing, and along with that, I am happy to do some hunting before we hit the grounds of Lorien, just to make sure we have everything we need to get there, since I believe we are all running low.
Yes, and I would like to help.
I got my gift die back, so we're all good. I'm all good.
Good for you, mate.
What's a gift die?
What's a gift die? From player to player, I'm restocked on abilities, so we can keep going.
So off to Lorien then.
And I'm gonna hunt at least once, depending on how it goes along the way, before
Alright.
we hit the grounds.
I'm
What's
gonna
wrong with that?
help.
Out of character, I said, let's go to Lorien as a joke because I thought that would be a Callan here thing to say. You know, that's in character for him to say. And I didn't expect everyone to go with it, but we're going now.
I mean, to be fair, I think backup, if we're gonna go to Elven King's Halls, is a solid. I mean, we came up like what, relatively here.
Something like that. I mean, yeah, directly west.
So we're not that far. I mean, it's not gonna be that much out of our way.
Yeah.
Best case scenario, we can get like horses there and whatnot, and make the trip even faster. So, not a bad idea, Callan here.
You know,
Oh, sorry,
that's
not a bad idea, Callan here.
Look, we as a team have done crazier things in the past.
that is actually one of the few times I've heard that from anybody, Valley, so I will cherish this moment and keep it in my heart.
What book are you reading, Brian, so that people can see know who's watching? Can't read that text.
I'm reading one of the books for the game, the region guide for the Rohovanian, which is the region you guys are in.
I would like to hunt.
I feel extra bad. We'll just chit chat. The players will just chit chat for a moment. If we need to, we could also go to a break. But I kind of
alright.
okay.
So,
Brian probably
You
had
get-
this whole thing planned out about us going like north through Mirkwood back the way we came.
hey, players are gonna play.
And like,
Don't
no,
hate
let's go to Lorien instead.
Don't hate the players, hate the game. So as you guys break the tree line and have the sun greet you for the first time in weeks, and you take a moment, you look across, and you look north. You're like, nah, west. I can see the Misty Mountains. Let's continue west. And you guys begin treading across the fields. And that is where we're going to take a 5-minute break to give me some moments to catch up here.
He wasn't prepared last time for what we were doing, and now he's not prepared again for what we're doing.
BRB.
Don't go anywhere, we'll be right back. And we're back! Use the last 5 minutes to read the entirety of this book. I know everything now. There's nothing they can do to surprise me. So don't try.
Wanna bet?
What I just say? So, hope you guys are enjoying this evening's session. Couple of quick things. If you've enjoyed the music and audio sound effects that we use in this session and others, go ahead and check out BattleBards. If you get yourself a BattleBards Prime subscription, you can get 20% off all store purchases. able to upload and mix and match your own private audio along with the stuff that comes in their store, and it'll also give you complete access to stream their library along with plate mail games. So if you are looking for things like just background music like we're currently using, NPC scripts if you really need to have a specific thing said by the barkeep or even a blacksmith, they've got that. And just sound effects like arrows, weapons clashing, all the fun stuff. Go over to battlebards.com, and if you go ahead and subscribe, use the coupon code ADVENTURE and get a little extra on our behalf. Or especially if your players do something you didn't expect and you need to have something to make them feel like, ha, I was ready for this. Battle Bards to the rescue. Also, if you're not part of our Discord channel, you missed a slight update, or if you don't follow us on Twitter, you also missed another update. So you should go ahead and be doing that. Join our Discord community channel, community server. But we've just released episode 2 of our Curse of Strahd podcast.
Yay!
It's currently up on Anchor, but it will be pushed out over the next few days to other platforms like Google Podcasts, Spotify, and Apple, and a bunch of other ones as well. So whatever one you're probably listening on, it will be there. It's probably just not there right now, but you can go over to Anchor and listen to it right now if you want to, but you shouldn't because we're still live here, so you should wait. No, not right now. Matt, don't do it. But go ahead and give that a listen. It was a fun session. It's obviously very different than what we're doing here on Tuesdays. Somebody almost died, but I'm not going to say who.
Okay.
What?
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 Nothing.
It's
Okay.
Strahd, everybody dies at some point.
Yeah.
Well, damn.
I mean,
Spoiler much.
which part?
That everybody dies. The end.
Okay, keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
So go ahead and check that out. We should have another episode coming probably in January. Scheduling and the fact that we originally wanted it to be in-person sessions, but we realized that is currently a very stupid idea. So we're doing it virtual in the meantime, with the ultimate goal returning to in-person maybe someday. So be patient with us. The third episode will probably be up sometime in January. And then tomorrow, Lindsay will be back painting. If you didn't catch it last week, we're mixing up the music now, where you can pretty much use your channel points to request certain genres of music, and we're all using battle bards. So it gets a little crazy. We had plenty of pirate shanties last week.
That was fun.
That's
So
why
anything-
you suggested that to me.
Yeah, anything from pirate shanties to fantasy backgrounds to even combat music. We're just whatever you want, having fun with it, and it's showcasing anything battle bards can do. And sometimes the high-paced music makes Lindsay paint faster, which is kind of funny.
Oh god!
Or she'll just start bouncing as she's painting, and it makes it a little bit difficult.
It's very difficult, especially with the upbeat songs, because I'm like, oh, I like this song, and I'm like, I can't hold it still.
It's like painting on hard mode.
Yeah.
Come on, Lindsay, take some pre-workout and paint.
Wait.
So swing on by tomorrow night, and you can have fun watching that. All right. So now that's all out of the way. Let's get back into it as the Fellowship has left southern Mirkwood and continued heading south for the Golden Wood, so also known as Lorien. Whoever is currently the guide, which I do believe is still Volley, go ahead and give me another survival check.
Sup,
So,
Radagast?
yes, sir.
I have also stated a few times I would like to hunt, whenever that is possible.
I am aware.
Okay.
You want to hunt every day, or actually
I wanna-
use the rations you've purchased or have?
Well, I want to at least hunt for the first day and see what we pick up from there. Yeah, and move forward from there because we're low on rations. So
Well, that's hardly my fault.
I also
I'm
don't.
just saying.
The map Brian's using to chart our travels is not exactly lined up to this map that we see.
Right. This map was made by another Twitch streamer who is a great fantasy maps cartographer. It is mostly aesthetics. It looks nice. There's an actual map for the game that's everything hex printed out. So that is currently what I'm working with.
Hexagon is the bestagon.
Yes.
Ha!
I am just looking at what animals are in the region. Because obviously I was not prepared for this. Okay. Alright, you guys
DM,
have...
when are you going to learn to expect the unexpected with us?
You guys have a few days between here and the woods of Lorien. So you can estimate, let's see, 14 on your survival check, Vale.
I thought you were going to say 14 days of rations. I was going to go, what kind of fucking trip are we taking?
I don't know. You guys roughly, if you came out about here, heading to Lorien, that's in feet. I didn't want feet, I wanted miles.
Lorien's only 24 feet away from Dol Guldur.
Yep.
Pretty good. It's pretty good.
It's a stone's throw, one might say. It's about 100 miles from where you guys are.
Fun.
Fine. We're fine. Everything's fine.
I mean, you guys are correct. It is mildly closer. Actually, it's about the same distance.
To where?
Rhosgobel, the nearest settlement. Yeah. Alright.
Fuck it, let's go to Lorien, get some allies, get some horses. Why the fuck not?
I feel like you have a lot of high expectations, right? Vale. I feel like you have a lot of high expectations right now. You're at like a 9. Your expectations should be like a 4.
One can dream, Colin here.
It'll take you guys a few days, so it is up to you, based on Vale's role, if you want to hunt or move with the rations that you have.
I will hunt.
Alright. Go ahead and give me a survival check.
Yeah.
Ooh, hold on.
Holding.
So, Lorien is actually a place that Valley has been to.
Oh, really?
You have
What?
been? Yes. So, Lorien has been to one of the places he's been to, so known lands, that's one of his abilities. I'm just making sure I don't have anything in here that I need to point out. Though 14 and 14 is fine. Okay, never mind. Keep going. Sorry.
Okay.
Okay. Since
Nothing applies yet.
since we're also out of the forest, while I'm out and hunting, can I also forage for some herbs? Yeah. Sorry.
I feel like we made a left turn when we should have made a right.
That's exactly what we did.
I will make that survival check though, since you asked.
Yeah, you better goddamn well make that survival check.
It's a 19.
Alright. You're able to find a pack of deer to hunt.
Yeah.
That will recoup 1 ration each.
Oh, goody.
So how large was the pack? What?
What does that matter?
I'm looking at you said it's 1 ration each for the pack, so what's the number then? How many were
You
there
didn't-
in the pack?
You didn't kill the whole pack.
Can we
So
try?
I got 1 ration for all of us, is what you're saying.
Yes.
Okay, then I misunderstood because I was not sure what you meant by 1 ration each.
Yeah, you recoup 1 ration each
Okay.
person.
Then-
in another turn.
Then each day I'm going to keep hunting for deer as we go until we hit the grounds of Lorien.
All right, just give me 1 clear survival check
Okay,
for the entire journey.
Sure.
This one's gonna suck, isn't
This
it?
is your attempt
It's
to
even
hunt
better.
every
Wow.
day.
Even better.
Yeah.
All
And
right,
forage.
you are able to get food every day of the journey.
All right. So
We-
basically, we're still left with 1 ration by
we
the
ain't
time we hit
starving.
Lorien.
You don't need to use any ration between here and Lorien.
Yeah. So
Guys,
So keep it
hunting
at
is
1.
like super OP. We should just do that in real life so we don't have to worry about getting our own rations.
I'll hunt.
All right, back to your question about herbs.
Flowers.
Ugh.
Some weed. Smoke weed every day.
Did Middle Earth pass the weed ballot? The weed initiative?
You see what Radagast smokes? It's fine.
What herbs are you looking for?
Pot.
They're in the
You
book
don't
on
even
the.
know.
They're in the
I
book on
guess-
the equipment page.
I'm just walking around like, oh,
I
flower,
don't-
oh, flower. I don't know what I'm doing.
Athelis is the only name I know, so I guess that.
Atlas is what you
standard
use to
healing-
make healing
I
potions.
was gonna say that's your standard healing thing, right? Because that definitely that at the very least. I will have to freshen my player knowledge of herbs for Anelia next time.
That would be ideal because I would expect you to know what you're looking for instead of
I'm-
just wondering.
No, I'm new for scholar.
That's hardly my problem.
We also only have 1 player's handbook, and you have it.
It's also PDF on the share drive.
Yeah, I was saying, it's like, I have it
Yeah, I have it.
half the time.
My,
Wow, thanks, guys.
one of my favorite jokes in the
Oh, you
Lord of
have-
the Rings franchise is that the men all smoke tobacco, but the hobbits all smoke weed. And so there's a joke I see people talk about Boromir trying a hobbit smoke for the first time. It's just like, dude.
Bruh.
Try a bit of Old Toby.
They even have
Right.
names. Like, yeah. For different strands.
Well, basically, outside of like Minas Tirith and probably Dale and Laketown, the Shire was like the most advanced like cities. All right, you're looking for Athelis.
Yeah.
There is no Athelis in this region.
All right.
That sucks.
It's not. This is not where it grows.
Sweet.
All right. Now that that's out of the way. You guys head west for the next few days. On the cusp of night, with Volley's guiding knowledge, you eventually come to the tree line of the Golden Wood. What do you do?
Callan here is going to change his posture. He's gonna stand up straighter, slouch less. present him as, elves would expect to see another elf, he imagines. He says that. That makes it sound like he's not an elf. And then he'll say, "Shall we?"
I'm going to dart my eyes around and see if there's anybody watching us potentially first. Like, if any. Okay. 22.
22, you look around as the sun sets behind the mountains and night begins to take hold into the forests. You don't see anything. You don't see anyone.
Alright. Then I will look at Callan here and I will give a nod.
And Callan here is the first one to enter the woods.
Alright. Everyone follows
I
suit?
will follow.
Okay.
So I don't want to, hide, per se, but I want to walk as quietly as I can.
I get you. Just give me a stealth check, even though I know you're not, trying to be sneaky.
Yeah.
$30. Yeah. Alright. You guys walk into the forest under a starry night and wander through the forest with no real sense of direction for those of you that haven't been to Lorien before, which I believe Volley has.
Yes.
Everyone else is just, I believe, aware of it. I don't believe they've been there.
Probably.
That's fair.
Okay. You guys walk through the forest for a better part of probably 30-40 minutes until you see a soft silvery glow deeper in the forest. And you hear the trickling of a river, or a creek, probably is more accurate. A river is very large.
Callan here will approach.
You continue on, and you eventually come to a small, sort of whitish gray wooden bridge that is carved to look almost like grasping vines or expanding branches of a tree that briefly goes over about a 6 to 8 foot creek. And at the helm, or not at the helm, at the head of the bridge on your side are two elves standing with shield and spear, who look in your direction as you approach.
Callan here will approach.
So I'm just gonna keep just approaching closer and closer.
And Callan here will do a slight incline of his head in acknowledgement.
And as we get, I don't know how close we were towards them, but as soon as we get a couple feet away from them, I'm just gonna do the custom, just little bow.
Okay.
And
They look at you. They don't return
yeah.
in favor.
So Callan here is gonna do his best impression of the way Thranduil speaks, because he's from that area. He's heard him speak. He's just gonna do his best impression of that, just to make it sound like he's not some elf bumpkin.
That's gonna go well.
Yeah, give me a traditions at advantage.
Oh, I get advantage. I like that word. But I'm not a smart one. But 15.
Okay. All right.
15 is better than 9.
Go ahead. You believe you have the speech pattern down of an elf of the Elven King's Hall.
And I'm just gonna say, hello. We are travelers bearing important news of dark tidings. And we wish to gain the wisdom of your queen. Lady was
One-
probably the better word to say, but
The
Callahan's
one
like,
closest to you responds, Magavanan. You're here to seek the Lady of the Wood.
we are.
We have something of great importance. I feel like she needs to see.
Can you speak Elvish?
I think we all.
No, I'm speaking in-
Sindarin. We found out.
I can't.
Oh.
I can't.
Yeah, I
I'm
speak
just speaking-
Sindarin. But I don't know if they speak
cannot.
Sindarin here. I mean, they probably do, but I don't know if that's their natural their national language.
I wasn't sure. Yeah, but I wasn't sure if that was the common speech or not. DM. That DM spoken. If not, then I'll just assume I stay silent. I just know the lands. I don't know the people. So, I got called to do jobs. I didn't question people.
Unlike, like, Helen here, are you speaking to them in any specific language when you came up to them?
I wasn't thinking about it, and I didn't state it, but I probably would, like, if given a chance to think about it, I would have probably spoken in Sindarin.
Okay.
Okay.
Just
then,
my best
assuming-
approximation at what they speak here.
That's fine.
Okay.
Assuming that if you guys are speaking Sindarin, I'm just like,
Yep, they respond in Sindarin, they understand you. If your business is with the lady, you must know that we have not allowed outside visitors here in some time. Tell me, what message do you bring that is so urgent that we should let you through? You come with curious company. As he sort of looks over at your two non-elf companions.
Company that has seen to my safety through the darkest of wood.
okay.
At the beckon of Radagast the Brown, we ventured to Dol Guldur. Dark orcs of Mordor have moved in there. They amass for an assault on the north. Treacheries abound in the Elven King's halls as well as Lake Town and other places. Our journey was tiring and exhaustive. We know Lady Galadriel was once part of the White Council who led an assault on the necromancer at Dol Guldur. And our supplies are low. We do not have the means to return north quite yet. And we recognize the wisdom the lady may have on such a dire subject.
You come from Dol Guldur, then? On behalf of Radagast the Brown. He turns to the other guard in Quenya, which I believe you also speak.
I do not speak Quenya, actually.
You do not speak Quenya. I think Anelia
Anelia
speaks Quenya.
does.
So Anelia, you understand him as he turns to his guard companion. Seek out the captain. Bring him here. I'm willing to let them pass, but it's on his word that we do it. And the other guard lifts his spear and shield and turns and goes across the bridge. And he turns back to you and in Sindarin. Be patient. We will... It is not up to me to let you pass.
So in the intermission, I'm gonna look at Callan here and be like, "What are you two talking about?"
No, I just I literally told them everything that happened to us.
Okay, because I just barely got the gist of that. Keep in mind, like, Bali's Sindarin is like a kid watching Dora the Explorer and saying they know Spanish. Like, I know basic things in Sindarin, but it's like the whole conversation's like, do you want those scrolls? Or should I just wait to give those when we see the Queen?
Just hold on to them for now. If I believe we'll need them, I'll let you know.
You're the boss.
For now, just be on your best behavior.
Adam's about to sip some whiskey. Yes, ma'am.
Alright. After a few minutes, the...
Also, Arachrin,
Go.
your shoes untied again.
I don't think so.
After a few minutes,
No one had a chance to do it.
the other guard returns with another elf with slicked back, long, golden hair, donning goldish bronze armor, but with a red cloak, and comes up to you, Callan, here, as the one who has taken point in the conversation. I am told you will bring news from southern Mirkwood.
That is correct.
My name is Haldir. I speak for the lady here. If what you say is true, and you come on behalf of Radagast and the information that you have found in the old fortress, then we must get this information to her as soon as we can. What is your name?
I am Callan here. My companion, and I gesture to Anelia, and I say, Anelia, Vali, and Arachrin. They all have saw.
I kind of do like a little bow.
They all have seen to our safety as we travel through the dark forest. And for the sake of my two companions here, from here forth, I will switch to their common tongue so they may understand what we speak.
As you introduce each one, he looks over at Anelia and does a bow in recognition of not necessarily who she is, but where she is from. It is good to see our kin return to the wood. Very well. As he speaks in Western now, as everyone can understand. Follow me, I will take you to the lady's garden where she may meet you. You must forgive me that she is currently meeting with somebody else, so she might be a bit. But please, follow me, as he leads
Sorry
you...
for the sudden drop in load.
As he leads you across the bridge into Lorien, where the large trees that you saw from a distance now seem to take the shape of elaborate winding staircases and large bridges going from treetop to treetop, as actually all these trees seem to be actually tree houses with glowing white lanterns scattered throughout, illuminating the entirety of Lothlorien. You see elves dressed in white as if themselves are glowing and giving off some sort of light as they move around within their city. And eventually, Haldir brings you to a section of the wood that is actually several feet down into a garden area that has a waterfall on one side that comes flowing down, and in the center appears to be some sort of pedestal with a bowl. It's mostly grass, completely natural, almost like it is a garden. You may wait here. I will wait with you as well. The lady will be a few minutes.
Very well.
At that
So if-
point, I'm gonna take the scrolls out of my pack that we found, and I'm just gonna kind of like just hold them in my arms as we're waiting.
Okay. Anybody doing anything else while they wait?
I do want to do something. I don't know if it's gonna have any impact, but it's like one of my class abilities, so I want to do it.
Okay.
But I have, I believe, is it this one? Yeah. I have Master of Intrigue. I can unerringly mimic the speech patterns and accent of a creature that I hear speak for at least 1 minute, enabling myself to pass as a native speaker of the particular land, well, provided I know the language. So I'm not trying to speak Quenya here. I've been engaging
Okay.
Haldir in Western speech, and I'm
Okay.
just talking to him about small talk, like the weather and history. I don't know, whatever Haldir is into. How men are
Yes.
weak. And
He stops you and was like, I'm not Elrond.
oh, yes, I'm sorry. He can really get off on a tangent sometimes, you know.
Oh, well, if you saw what he's seen.
He always lets you know he was there 3,000 years ago.
3,000 years ago to the day, yes.
But basically, so I'm just going to adopt the way he speaks.
Okay.
Because I can.
Alright, so you mimic Haldir in Western, essentially.
Yeah.
And probably Sindarin as well. You just can't do it in Quenya because you don't know the language.
Exactly.
Alright. After a while, two individuals appear sort of at the rim of the garden up a few feet above you. One is tall, dressed in a white gown with long flowing blonde hair. Female elf. The other is somebody who seems extremely out of place. It's another woman with braided hair in the back, but dressed in hides and leathers, bearing a great bow on her back. The elf introduces herself. I am Lady Galadriel. What purpose do you come here with?
I'm assuming she says this in Western.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm just gonna kind of walk up. Forgive me, lady, for the sudden intrusion. But we believe we have information that is vital to the survival of Mirkwood. And at that point, I'm just gonna present like the first kind of like scroll of like the map of Mirkwood that we found. We found this in the fortress of Dol Guldur.
As you extend it out, she shoots her eyes over to Haldir, not like quickly, but just sort of like, and he takes it and looks at it so she doesn't take it herself.
And then I'll just kind of give like multiples or like whatever the three. I think it was three I found.
You found a handful of different ones that seem to all point in different directions.
Okay, so I'm just gonna kind of like hand like after he looks at each individual one, just kind of like each individual one at a time, and then whatever your narrative is from there.
Sorry, I'm having sound issues.
That's fine. While you're doing that, I'll be like, I believe these are. We found these deep in the enemy encampment, and I believe these are attacks on Mirkwood. We saw an army divide itself right before we went in, and I believe these are individual attacks on the Elven King's Hall. I think there is a traitor among their midst.
As Haldir is looking through the scroll you sent, or he took from you, she looks you over, all four of you, in fact. You find information in the old fortress of attacks on the Elven King's Hall, yet you come here.
Well,
Forgive me, lady.
That's
I
for the-
believed.
we were on the way to head back toward the Woodman region in seeking Radagast. But we did think to stop on the way here to hopefully replenish some of our supplies as we have run low, but also with the knowledge of seeking guidance potentially from you, with knowing that you have been part of the White Council.
Also, we have discovered evidence of orcs of Mordor moving back into the area.
Yes.
And we were set on our quest by Radagast the Brown, who, due to some potentially evil men in the area, we have been split from.
So, you were sent by Radagast the Brown to Dol Guldur. And the information you have found is quite alarming, so you claim. Yes, I was part of the White Council, and we dispelled the necromancer from Dol Guldur. The information about Mordor orcs being in southern Mirkwood, unfortunately, is not news to us. We've had our spies within southern Mirkwood for some time now, keeping an ever watchful eye on the goings on. But if what did you say is true, that there are more credible threats beyond the forest, and I fear something is moving much quicker than we expected. What else did you find?
There are also active reports that we found of the Woodland Realm that seem to be incredibly accurate or very detailed to what we see. I believe Volley also has those, if not someone else.
Yeah, I'm just assuming I just gave all the scrolls
Yeah.
and everything I found to Haldir.
And these seem
Haldir's
to
just going through.
and these seem to be potentially by or from someone from the Lake Town area, as we found a human corpse there that matched the description from that area.
That is interesting. A human, a man, within the halls of Dol Guldur.
Yes, and on top of that, there were papers of scouting missions in the Vales of Anduin as well. So those primary areas of the Elven King's Hall, Woodland Realm, and Anduin.
At that point, Haldir takes out one of the scrolls that he took from Vali and walks over to the other woman and hands the scroll to her. You might be interested in this. She grabs it and just crumples it back up. To be
Oh, boy.
expected. To be expected. So,
Beg pardon?
other than these scrolls, did you find anything else? A human corpse? And scouting reports?
Well, I do not know, my lady, how much these have bearing on the topic at hand, but these items were also recovered, and I will produce the wood elf dagger and the handful of coins.
We didn't talk about
And then
how recent the bodies were, have we? Like, we found our.
and then I'm gonna present like the 60 lozenges, I think, whatever I took
Mm-hmm. That's what?
from the body.
I believe that's actually what Colin here just
Is it the one and the
forfeited
same?
over. Let me
Well,
just
he gave the
verify.
coins.
Let me
I
just
thought we had two
verify it
separate
real
things.
quick. Let me just verify it real
Ye-
quick.
But yeah, we could also talk about how recent the body was.
Ah, yes. The 60 silver pennies and then the gold coins. Those are two different things.
Yes, so I would produce
So-
the gold coins.
Okay.
Unless
And
they're
then
just
I'll
get
literally
the
gold
silver
coins.
pennies.
I thought they were something special.
They were gold coins that appeared to be minted from the woodland, from the Elven King's Hall.
And then I'm
Um,
just gonna. I guess we're both gonna present them. I go. We found these amongst the dead.
As
As of
Haldir
recent.
takes the two and looks at the golden coins, and just without saying a word, he just looks at them and looks up at Galadriel, and Galadriel speaks. It would appear your traitor is an emissary, somebody who works within King Thranduil's halls, but is not of his kin. These coins are minted specifically to deal with outsiders, for they have little purpose among us. If you seek this traitor, it sounds like you should head to Lake Town, Esgaroth.
That
My lady, the pressing issue that I believe we're encountering is there's an army, I believe, marching for Mirkwood towards the Elven King's halls.
The other woman, the human, speaks at this point. There's been an army marching for years! And no one has listened!
Oh, jeez.
With respect, my lady, I'm just repeating what we saw when we were going in. There's a big army that was marching out in two different directions. I just would.
Can you describe?
An army.
Sorry, go ahead. I thought you were finished.
An army. Haldir! What forces are in southern Mirkwood? I was supposed to have updates. You forgive me, Chieftain Naylor. One of our most recent spies was sent further east.
I love Lizzie's reaction.
One of our spies was sent further east. We've been a bit stretched thin currently. Stretched thin. And when was I going to be updated? You hand me a scroll giving me exact reconnaissance and numbers on Mountain Hall. on Woodman Town, on the Black Tarn. This is not something that just happens. This has been something I've been talking about for years. Everyone knows he's not to be trusted, but we just let him do what he does.
Who, if you do not mind me asking, who is this he?
The prodigal son. Son of Ingemar Axebreaker. Lord of Tyrant's Hill. Mogdred.
We did meet him. Real piece of work he is. He's the reason...
He's an upfront fellow.
He's actually the reason Radagast had to depart from us originally. We wish to...
Depart? You mean run away?
Yes. We wish to undertake this task, to ride through these areas, root out the parties responsible for recovering this information, to warn those who may be targeted. However, unfortunately, our supplies are low, and we have no speedy way to cover that much ground. Any aid the lady may provide us would be greatly appreciated.
Aid is in short supply these days. Nayla takes the scroll she had scrunched up and folds it back out and then rolls it up and whistles off. An eagle swoops down and lands on her shoulder.
Is it a dwarf-sized eagle?
It is a very large eagle. She takes the scroll and ties it to his leg and holds out her arm. The eagle hops down onto her arm. Fly with haste. Go to Thea. Give her this information. And the eagle flies off.
Jeez, all of my characters are hitting me in the heart.
The eagle flies off into the night. She looks at Galadriel. I do not know where the others are. But if he is moving, he is going to seek out the other two.
I'm gonna do a gentle elbow to Callan here and ask if we should, and quietly ask him if we should also bring up what he overheard Mogdred say about looking for someone.
Oh yeah, I will totally bring that up.
Great, make my character feel like a dick.
So, a bit more tangential. We found information out before we even reached Dol Guldur, when Mogdred had us as his guests, and I use that word very loosely. I overheard a conversation he was having with some mercenaries he had hired. He is the one responsible for the death of the dwarven leader in the Grey Delve. His mercenaries led to his assassination and pinned it on the men of Lake Town. As well as he is looking to connect with a contact in the Eastern Bight, near the Woodman village there, to gain an advantage in that territory. I do not know the name of this contact, but he is confident that they will accomplish whatever task they owe him.
Nayla interjects. And there's something in Sunstead. Saywin is going to be in danger. So it stands to see, as Galadriel speaks above everyone, it stands to see that there is a shadow that has fallen over Mirkwood yet again. Radagast sent you there, but now I will send you elsewhere. Your journey lies to Esgaroth, the Long Lake. Seek out the one who wrote these scouting reports. Find the traitor. And once that is dealt with, I urge you to head to the East Bight, to Seowyn. Find what Mogdred is planning, or at the very least, protect Seowyn at all costs. The world is changing, and the shadow is coming. And what you four can do is bide time. If that is something you're willing to do, you may go with my blessing and my support in any way I can. Nayla, I think it is best you return to Mountain Hall. They are going to need you. And that is where we're going to end tonight.
Oh, jeez. I actually almost responded when you said Nayla right there, and I was like, "Whoa, what?"
Oh, what does Mogdred want with Vidar?
Is where we'll end. And this is going to start a fellowship phase.
Oh.
So
In
the four of you can take a fellowship phase in Lorien. I can get details to you guys if you have any questions specifically around Lorien, or you could just go through the typical fellowship phase undertakings, and we can tackle that at the beginning of next session.
Yeah, I need help. This is my first fellowship thing.
Yeah.
Since
I'll get you that.
One. He didn't get the chance to.
Yeah, you kind of came in during like a dungeon crawl.
He came in, and now he's running around hunting down minions.
So you guys will rest here in Lorien until you are ready to set out on your next leg of the adventure. But it appears strings have been pulled and things are moving in the background. So we will see where you guys go and what you do to help fight the shadow, as it apparently is coming. So thank you all for joining us tonight. We will be live again tomorrow night with our paint and chat, and then we will be back here next week to continue the Darkening of Mirkwood, and we have 2 sessions left in this year until we begin in 2021.
For a second, I thought you were about like
God.
the end game year, and I was like, "Whoa!"
Nope. Nope.
Whoa, 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 whoa,
Oh.
whoa, whoa.
Oh.
So
This is not
We
my
will
Batman glass.
we will see you all tomorrow night, and then be back here for next session next week. So hope you enjoyed it. Have a good night.
Oh my
Bye.
goodness.